Hi everybody. Um, this is a video I've been wanting to make for a few months now. I feel like I owe some people, or everyone, an explanation on where I've been for the last year or so. So, buckle in for story time. Now, some of you may or may not know, my mom passed away from multiple sclerosis. And I have pretty much been in fear that I would develop or show signs of MS my entire life. So let me take you back to last June before last. I started feeling a bit off. I started feeling really fatigued. Even started having some bouts of vertigo. So I went to the doctor. I was like, "Oh, what's going on?" Pumped myself full of fluids. Thought I might have just been sick. Until one day, my hand started moving on its own. I started having muscle spasms in my right arm. And then I started having them in my left arm. And then both my legs. And then I started to have seizures. My eyes would roll back in my head and just kind of flutter. I thankfully never lost consciousness. So, fire alarms. Crap, it's MS. Go to the doctor. Fortunately, spent 3 months dealing with doctors who weren't equipped to quite help me. I got my brain scanned, didn't show anything. Thankfully, it wasn't any MS lesions. But I was still convinced that's what it was. Finally got in to see a neurologist. They got another scan of my brain because they were looking for epilepsy because they thought that's what it'd be. But they didn't see any of the telltale markers of it being mechanical markers of my brain misfiring. So they thought it might be something chemical. Now, an old friend of mine told me that mental health is nothing to be ashamed of, which is why I'm making this video. After they tried a myriad of drugs, they settled on one that had a mood-stabilizing element. And that's led them down the direction of me being bipolar. I've had chronic anxiety and chronic depression since ever, but I was finally diagnosed when I was 18. And being told I was bipolar, and now we're still kind of sussing out which type it is, it was scary as all hell, but it made a lot of stuff make sense. It made sense why I would go from negative 100 to positive 100. Why I'd have 3 good days and 5 terrible days, or vice versa. I'm not ashamed to be bipolar. I'm still a lot scared of just not being in control. And how people are going to react. But I want to thank everyone who has been supportive over the last year, even though I was super quiet because I retreated into myself. I didn't want to feel like I was losing more and more control of what was going on in my brain. But it looks like that's what's happened. And fuck me, that's scary. So where does that put us now? Well, I want to, again, thanks everyone who's messaged me. This video is particularly for you. And a special thanks to Pixel Girl, who was literally there with me when I was having my seizures, when I was having my spasms, who was on the phone talking to me as my legs were curled up, kicking me in the backside. These seizures and these muscle spasms being related to me being bipolar is bloody terrifying. To know that my body, if I let my engine get revved up too high, is gonna like black hole in on itself. But I'm not gonna focus on that. I don't want to be in my shell anymore. I don't want any of that. I'm gonna kick bipolar's ass. It doesn't have me. I have it. It's just another dragon that's in this car ride with me. And I'm gonna have good days. I'm gonna have bad days. But I need to learn to take what I learn on the good days to use them on the bad days. And I want to get back to creating stuff. That's the biggest thing I've missed in dealing with all of this. Because there was days my hands hurt so bad I couldn't make anything. And I never want to feel that powerless again. I want to get back to making something every day. Whether it's a Photoshop, whether it's a painting, whether it's whatever. And I hope I haven't lost too many people on this wild ride.